because the boys put out a kind of consensual video that I want to see. Okay? They put a kind of consensual put out a video that swearing is now banned in the military, of which I am intrigued. I'm intrigued about this. It's not just AC Grumpy. It's AC, HLC, EY, and I'm pretty sure Nick is probably in it too. So I really want to fucking hear what's going on with this. I am very intrigued. Yeah, Jero, I don't know. That's why I want to see this. No, no, Pocket. I watched that one and realized at the end, I stopped and went, God damn it, I should have watched this on stream. The sexist concept car that was made by Volvo and designed by only women. I laughed my ass off at it, and then I realized afterwards, God damn it, I should have watched this on stream. But I saw this one pop up and went, okay, I've done to watch this one on stream. So let's check this out, shall we?
Go ahead. You read. I love your voice. You're such a good narrator. Go.
The usage of profanity, vulgar language, rude gestures, or remarks are strictly prohibited while operating in official capacities during duty hours. Such language does not align with the Army's core values and undermines the integrities of our soldiers and our formations, therefore will not be tolerated in the 43rd Reception Battalion.
So that means in
Because, of course, it's a reception battalion. You heard what he said. The 43rd, 42nd Reception Battalion. The Secretary Battalion. The 43rd. See, they're saying that you can't say bad language amongst the secretaries. The secretaries get their fifis hurt when you say bad language. Because of fucking course it's that kind of battalion. Cody, I don't know if recruiters are considered reception battalion. Is reception boot camp? I thought reception was literally like clerks. I thought reception battalion was referring to like clerks, not boot. Is reception boots? Flat mate. It's so reception battalion is boot camp. Oh, wow, that's even worse. So, some butthurt recruit with an important mommy and daddy whined that their DI called them a shitbag.
What the f*** is that?
Exactly. Thank you, Skitty. Yeah, so some rich boy went to their influential mommy and daddy and said, Mommy, Daddy, I don't like that the mean old DI was swearing at me. Can you call your friends at the Pentagon and tell them to stop making fun of me? Fucking hell, this got so much worse.
basic training in the reception battalion, when you've got a bunch of privates that are running, privates. When you got a bunch of trainees that are running around, like getting their glasses and getting their shots and getting their uniforms and about to go into basic training land, you're not allowed to swear. You can't swear.
Like at all. Like there's a big difference between like tearing somebody down completely and saying, move your ass, private.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Read the next paragraph. Read paragraph 4.
Oh no, you're going to upset me.
It starts with restrictions.
Paragraph 4, restrictions. Vulgar or disparaging language will not be utilized during meetings, briefings, training exercises while addressing superiors, peers, or trainees. Vulgar or offensive language will not be displayed in any piece of clothing or personal effects at any time within the battalion footprint.
That officer got bullied a lot in high school and
You
college.
can't wear half of Angry Cops or Fat Electrician t-shirt merchandise if you go to this guy's.
Are these people actively trying to pussify the United States Army? Because this is how you get a pussified United States Army. Okay, the U.S. Army is known as being ass kickers and being the tip of the spear because you have DIs tearing privates a new one when they fuck up 6 ways to Sunday. That's how you build mental and emotional calluses to be able to engage in fucking war. 'Cause whatever officer came up with this bullshit, when you go in war's not nice. The enemy is going to say a lot fucking worse than your DI is. And if you can't handle getting called naughty Nate, wait. Chat, did the U.S. Army put Twitch in charge of the 42nd Reception Battalion? Did they literally transplant Dan Clancy and his people to the 42nd Reception Battalion and put them in charge? This sounds exactly like what they do. Holy shit, we have our explanation. We have our explanation, chat. This is happening because someone put Twitch in charge of the Reception Battalion. The mystery has been solved. Now we know why this is. Now we fucking know. It was right in front of us the whole time, chat. How could we have missed this?
Chumpy battalion footprint area.
Dude, I had, at White Sands years ago, it was major. Very similar situation. My orders got deleted, and I was in the XO's office, and I was pissed. I was like, what the f-? I already had like this taken care of. Like I was pissed off. And this major pops out of his office and goes, "Hey, watch your language. The post CSM is in First Sergeant's office." And like, all I said was Roger, but in my head I was like, yeah, God forbid a 30-year 19 kilo command sergeant major hasn't heard the word.
Could you please
Okay, a 30-year 19 kilo CSM appreciates a good use of the word fuck. Okay? These old war dogs have a firm appreciation of very colorful and unique swears. No, a major said it because a command sergeant major was in another office. And I will tell you right the fuck now, a 30-year-old CSM war dog loves a good colorful swear. Okay, they hear a good colorful unique swear, they will go, God damn, that was good. Bravo, troop. Yeah, it's a fucking tanker. Trust me, he's said more colorful swears than you will ever fucking know in your entire goddamn life, HR. Okay, this man could give you lessons on swearing that would have your head, the top of your head, explode out of sheer amazement. Seriously, these are war dogs. They love to swear. Okay, they will join in with you happily.
read the repercussions if you decide to not follow the rules in paragraph 6? It starts with
Oh yeah, well I saw. Wait, it wasn't last year. I don't think it was last year. It was wasn't it this year? Rich wanted to go to the graduation of a DI friend of his. Go to his trail graduation, and I think they didn't want Rich showing up at the graduation, and it was very recently. It was within like the last week. He posted pictures of it on his Twitter. They tried to prevent him from going to his friend's DI trail graduation. Well, Chef, I mean, in the right context, I could be convinced. You know, there's plenty of hentai out there with spiders where, you know, girls get caught in the web and kind of get tied up by all that sticky webbing and have things done. and they're too helpless to stop it. And, you know, I could be into it. God, I'm thinking about one right now. It's a couple that I've seen. Oh my. Yes, Chad, I'm getting a little heated here, chat. Okay, let me try and get back on topic.
What the is that?
And Lonely Healer, thank you for the follow.
Not follow the rules. In paragraph 6, it starts with the 4-strike policy.
Oh my.
Because
The
3
4-strike
strikes.
policy.
Yes.
This policy is punitive and can result in soldiers being issued a strike based off of their behavior. Strike 1, on-the-spot verbal counseling. Strike 2, written counseling added to the soldier's board file. Strike 3, removal of favorable actions.
It's a flag.
I don't know
It's a
what that
flag.
means.
Kick and YouTube viewers, Ember isn't always a loot tuber.
That is correct. Greymare, that is correct. I can be lewd. But I'm not lewd all the time.
Oh, okay. Strike favorable
Wait,
actions.
It's a flag.
I don't know
It's
what
a
that
flag.
means. Oh, okay. Strike 4, Chapter 14-2B, separation for misconduct based on a pattern of behavior.
I'm sorry, fucking what? If you get 4 strikes for swearing, they will separate you? Fucking excuse me? What kind of bullshit happy horse shit is this? You're going to separate someone from the army. And for those of you that don't understand the terminology, separation means kicked the fuck out. They will literally boot you from the army for using bad language. It would essentially, I would imagine it would be a dishonorable discharge. Yes, Wild Mage, according to this, in the 42nd, at least in the 42nd Reception Battalion, if you use bad language, you will be discharged, possibly dishonorably discharged, for saying fuck. Literally for saying fuck. Someone needs to separate whatever officer came out of this policy because he is not cut out for the military. Okay, flat the fuck out. This little bitch boy, this fucking little panty waist cuck that came up with this needs to get out, needs to be removed from the goddamn military. Because this is not how you create a fighting force. You do not create a fighting force by saying, only use good language, everybody. Only use good language. Take this motherfucker out of this man's army and tell him to go work at fucking Starbucks. He'll be happy at Starbucks because they're all about inclusivity and making sure no one's offended. Get this motherfucker out of the army and send him to Starbucks. He cannot be a command officer in this man's army. And Senris, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. I'm sorry I didn't say so sooner. I was ranting. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. How was your stream? Mods, a shout out if you please. Thank you. Oh, Jack, I don't know. I do not fucking know. This is so fucking stupid, it defies description at this point.
If
They're
you
gonna
say
kick
shit,
you out of the military for saying shit 4 times?
yep, say shit, say communism
What?
3 times. You show
Oh
show
my
up.
god, you can
Say
go in the mirror and say 4 times and get out of the army?
Do you know how fast?
Oh
Nicholas,
my
do you know
god.
where this reception battalion is located? If you look at the top.
Benning, I'm gonna guess.
Fort Lee,
Nope.
Virginia.
No, Knox. Guarantee you, this is at Fort Knox. I like gut is telling me this is in Fort goddamn Knox.
Nope.
No,
Look at the top.
I thought I saw. Oh, Leonard Wood.
Oh,
Guess
Leonard
fuck.
Wood.
Where yours truly goes every year.
Oh, fucking
Guess
hell.
who's gonna try and see if he can get kicked out of the ARMY army?
Oh
Me.
no!
I'm gonna go to that battalion
So
and just
happy.
like start screaming shit at little twerps. I'm just gonna go.
Wait, Nox doesn't do basic anymore? Since when? I know Nox used to do basic. Nox? I know Nox used to do basic. When did Nox stop doing basic training? When did this happen? Because I've known people that went through basic training and AIT at Nox. When did that stop? You went to Fort Knox too sometimes? Okay, so yeah, all the tankers and the scouts, Doc, they both went through basic and AIT. So you would between zip times you would between 08 and 11. And Cody, you did basic and okay, so Knox still has basic. Okay, yeah, I thought like okay, so Knox still does have basic training. Wait, Cody, what did you go through for? Knox, wait, when did they take armor out? When did they pull armor from Fort Knox? This has got to be really fucking recent. Because Cody was saying that he went to basic and Knox in 2019. Oh God, Kirby. Oh, Mortalia. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh. Kirby, you need some more staying power. That was too good. Kirby. Damn it, Andrea, give Kirby some more staying power, please. Please, I was getting close. I need to at Tangia on Twitter saying, listen, Kirby needs more staying power. He's on good dragon, I'm glad. Anyway, we're hung up on this. How long ago did Knox get rid of AIT at basic?
That battalion and just
happy.
like start screaming shit at little twerps. I'm just gonna go like, hey, what the shit? I'm gonna start swearing in Spanish, cabron, and just see if they're racist. Maybe it's 2 strikes if it's Spanish. Scheisse, 3 strikes if it's German.
Oh,
What an
okay,
offensive
Mumbles.
language. What a vulgar and offensive language. Surely German should get more than 2 strikes.
Jesus.
All right, kids, I'm here to get you ready for war. First of all, no profanity.
Yep. Oh my
God.
When you put it like that, I was like, wow, wow. Holy
Yeah.
moly.
I am tasked with getting you ready to survive the battlefield, and I'm also here to make sure nobody says move your ass, because it might hurt your feelings.
Yeah, get up, chuckle fuck, as HLC is so fond of saying. No move your ass. No get shit together, chuckle fuck. No, what else? Clean your barrage, you fucking shit pusher. God damn! This command officer really is trying to create a new generation of pussies in this man's army. God damn! Someone please go fire that commanding officer immediately.
Dude, that's like the epitome of the way the army is right now is
I
like,
can
we're going
chat
to
for
train you to
about
kill
5
people.
seconds,
But you
Atanashi.
need to be nice about it. Like, it's the strangest feeling.
It's because generals are retarded.
That probably, most likely, yeah.
Everybody's been like the news, not everybody. The news has been freaking out about like, oh, the DOD is firing like I don't know, some outrageous amount of generals. And I'm
20%
like, I
of
mean,
generals, which is like 50.
good.
Damn.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
of
good.
them
Get
are
him the
over
fuck
20
outta here.
anyways.
We have more 4-star and 3-star and 2-star generals right now than we did in World War II when we had 16 million soldiers in the military.
Fucking
Like-
hell. Those are pension pushers. That's why. That's why there's so many fucking generals. They're staying in and they want that sweet, sweet pension and they don't have to do fuck all to get it. That's why there's so many. Is they're in cushy fucking jobs. They're not in combat MOSs, so they don't have to do shit. They're pencil pushing fucking geeks that they just bide their time and they kiss the right amount of ass and they suck the right amount of dick so they can get those stars on their lapels. So they can get that sweet, sweet general pension when they hit their 20 plus years. These are not combat MOS generals. They are fucking pencil dicks. That's why there's so fucking many.
What do they call it? Because somebody showed like there was a meme
Well,
that
zip ties,
was
that's why I
floating
said
around a
they
while
kissed the
back,
right
where it was a
amount of ass
picture
and
of
sucked the
General
right amount of
Milley
dick.
and then a picture of Eisenhower in the
Wait.
floating around a while back. What do they call it? Because somebody showed like there was a meme that was floating around a while back where it was a picture of General Milley and then a picture of Eisenhower in their dress uniform, and it's like Eisenhower had like 5 medals
And won a war,
Milley's-
and Millie had 30 and lost 2.
right,
Ow.
like awardflation or whatever they were calling it.
Ooh, I like that. Awardflation.
I just
Ooh.
I'm not going to
Good night,
lie.
Death
Bronze Star
Star.
surely has gone down in value after GWAT.
Dude, if
Oh.
you were platoon sergeant or above, you got a bronze star.
Dude, if
Yes,
you
you
are
did.
a what is it? You got a silver star if you're a battalion commander, right?
No, Silver Star's for Valor.
No, yeah, silver
You
star.
get it. You don't get a Silver Star unless you've done something valorous.
Yeah, I think I believe Silver Star is Valor and Bronze Star is the highest award for non-valorous because that's why Bronze Star incorporates the V device
Dude,
I
to
would.
specify if it's for Valor or not.
I would even argue that a soldier's medal
Okay, good.
is harder to get than a Bronze Star is nowadays.
dude, you want to know
Soldier's
some
medal?
shit? Oh, go ahead, Rich.
Military folks in chat, soldier's medal. Please enlighten me. I'm unfamiliar with the soldier's medal. Can someone help me out in explaining what that is awarded for? Because I don't know it. Is there anything in particular that needs to be done in order to? Oh, they do it. Oh, they explain it. Okay, thank you, Aloha. Okay, they'll explain it. Perfect, excellent. Thank you very much.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Because you have to do something in order to get the soldier's medal. So like a Bronze Star, like you go to a tour, right? But like Ethan said, you go to a tour, you come back home, and every lieutenant and E7 and above is getting one because they survived and they did combat essential tasks, right? A soldier's medal can be given in wartime, but it can also be given in peacetime. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it can be given in wartime. I don't see why it wouldn't. And basically, the soldier has to do something outstanding, somewhat valorous. I'll give you an example, like a car goes into some water and a soldier jumps out, literally swims under the water, bashes the window in, pulls 3 kids out of a car as it's sinking, right? Like not like, oh, it
Okay.
went into a puddle. Like this was going into a lake and they were all going to die.
Yeah, save somebody, yeah.
Save somebody, right? That's a fairly easy example of getting a soldier's medal, right? There's other ways you can
Okay.
get it too. It doesn't have to be saving
So
somebody.
okay, so for heroism in a non-combat situation, which I think American Word God, I think you said, were to any person of the armed forces or of a friendly foreign nation while serving in capacity within the Army of the United States, including reserve component, not serving duty status at the time of the heroic act, distinguish himself or herself by her heroism, not involving conflict with the enemy. Yeah, so basically an act of heroism. Sure, okay, cool.
Somebody's life. But like you have to do something extraordinary to get the soldier's medal. Whereas like the bronze, like how many Bronze Stars have been given out since GWAT? 1 million? How many soldier's medals? Not that many.
No.
You got to have the receipts to get a
Oh,
soldier's
yeah.
Well,
medal.
and like there's a whole dispersion when it comes to like awards in general. Like people think it has to be correlated with some rank, and like I never forget first tour, Adam Moreau, my fister, forward observer, he was standing right next to Mark and Casey when the IED went off and it killed Mark and Casey. He had peppered with shrapnel. He literally called his own 9 line while bleeding from the face. Platoon sergeant above, Bronze Star, he got an RCOM with V device.
Dude,
I don't understand that. I don't understand an
Metal-
outcome with a V device.
Dude,
if you get a V
medals-
device,
medals and in general, we got to see that firsthand. If they were just 100% whatever that unit wrote up, and we were very confused of people getting Archons with V device and then Bronze Stars with V device, or just getting a Bronze Star, and it was super confusing. And our first sergeant, he was like, yeah, this is all political shit. Like, do not look at medals as anything other than whatever the unit wants to write, or if they're going to give it away, medals.
So medals have basically just become a certificate of achievement, is what it's sounding like. Like medals once upon a time were actually awarded to soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen for actual meritorious service. And now they have about the same weight as a certificate of participation from grade school, is what it sounds like. Yeah, exactly. Silver. They're literal participation trophies now. Yes, they're like some of them still. Oh, pardon me. There are some that still maintain the actual weights that they should. Silver Star sounds like it still does. Obviously, the CMH. What else? There's the was it the president? Is it the President's Service Award? I'm forgetting what it's called. It is the award someone in the military will receive. It's the highest possible award you can receive without Presidential Unit Citation. Thank you, Tornado. I was blanking on it. Presidential Unit Citation. So no, that's why I said CMH, Matt. I was thinking of the Presidential Unit Citation. Yeah, CMH is Congressional Medal of Honor. That is what CMH is, Congressional Medal of Honor. And then there's the Presidential Unit Citation that Tornado was saying over on Twitch. Yeah, those actually still carry weight. So those, yeah, and yes, we got the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That is a civilian award. It's not a militaristic award. So like those actually still carry weight. The ones that they're discussing right now, I know, Anubis. I was calling it by it's older, it's old. Okay. We watched Heartbreak Ridge in Discord last weekend, so CMH Congressional Medal of Honor was stuck in my head. I know it's just called the Medal of Honor, but I have the phrasing from Heartbreak Ridge still stuck in my brain, and that's why I called it the CMH. I'm very much aware that it's called the Medal of Honor. Fear not.
Don't matter, and for the most part, they don't matter, especially overseas. I got to watch the most random shit given away, and it was units that weren't even deploying or on the forward, like they weren't up front in the battle. So we were watching units that were like, "Oh, we spotted an IED," and they would get an Archon with V device. So we're like, "Huh? Wait, they just pointed out an."
I'm sorry, fucking what? They literally bird dogged an IED and they got an Archon with V device? Okay, what? Good fucking God! Yeah, this is literally becoming participation trophy bullshit. Literally, it is becoming participation trophy shit. This is getting right along with don't swear in boot. This is how you create weak soldiers. That you award them for doing fuck all. Like, once upon a time, the military, when you received the medal in the military once upon a time, it was for actually doing something great. It was for meritorious service. It was for courageous service. It was for putting yourself in the line of fire to save your fellow troop. It was for being wounded in battle. Like, this is not how you create a fighting force. By treating them like fucking grade schoolers. Because that's what they're doing. They're treating them like fucking grade schoolers, and that is not how you create a military that anyone should fear. This shit don't work like this.
IED, and they got wait for real. 100% happened. A lot
good at looking at
overseas.
Literally, my ARCOM from Afghanistan, bullet number 1 says I discovered 11 improvised explosive devices. Like,
I think my Arcom was like survived explosion.
Oh, for God's sake.
Awards are supposed to be for going above and beyond the call of service.
Exactly, Revan. That is the whole purpose of an award, to recognize that you have done something great, that you have done something, Revan, I will quote you, of going above and beyond the call of duty. That is the purpose of an award, and now, meaningless.
I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Life is a good medal too.
I saw a meme and it was right in front of my. You ever like hear a joke and you're like, how the did I not come up with that? How did I not put that together?
Thank you,
It's so right
Dragon,
there
for the
in front of your
follow-up
face,
kick.
Yeah, people have started now referring to drones as flying IEDs.
Yeah,
It's
Not
exactly
wrong.
what they
it
are.
really is.
Not wrong.
yeah.
Like the meme was like, you know, the 1930s kitchen woman in the kitchen advertisement where it like zooms in on her face. What?
Yeah.
And it
Yes.
was like imagine going back to 2003 and explaining to GWAT veterans in 20 years the IEDs are gonna fly.
What now?
Nani? Definite Nani face on that one. I'd say the GWAT veterans be going, oh, fuck the shit, I'm out. If these goddamn IEDs are flying out, game over, man. Game over. They're going to be pulling the fucking Hudson. Game over, man. Game over.
Nick, I think...
Who's in the what's
Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, I hate that more. I remember when EFPs became a thing and then HBIDs, we were like, there's houseborn IEDs, and that was on the cycle out. Dude, the IEDs fly now would have been the most terrifying piece of news you could have given us as soldiers during that deployment.
Man, that is a very good description. You're like drones. You're like, oh, drones, whatever. A flying IED. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, that chills the spine right there, man.
Dude, Cappy. So Cappy was on so he didn't tell a story. He yesterday he was.
I mean, Falcon, are you sure you weren't just playing Helldivers? Because think about it, chat. What do you think the dog packs are in Helldivers? They're fucking flying weapons platforms. They're flying weapons platform drones. That is going to be the way of the future. I guarantee you. I will guarantee you that right now, when Helldivers 2 came out with the dog packs, someone in the military looked at that and went, yeah, we can do that. And someone's working on that. In the military or DARPA, that's being worked on right now, I guarantee you. And when that releases to the military, and fuck.
Is on Say Hi to Eli, and he's like, oh, I forgot to tell you this. He went to the very bad area without knowing he was getting deployed to that spot. So because he didn't speak Russian and his translator wasn't filling him in until he was on the road in a normal pickup truck going to the front lines in the very bad area that was surrounded on all three sides by Russians. And he didn't know what was going on. So they're pulling up, they're dropping off batteries for the drones. And then they get out of the vehicle and run undercover. And they're like, oh, there was a drone trailing us. So thank God we got out of there. Mortars are getting dropped. A missile flies by him.
Jesus.
All this is going on. And he was like, I f***ed up. My rules were I wouldn't go in any place like this if I didn't have equipment, if I didn't have a weapon, and then if it was in the front lines with no jammers for the
drones.
Yeah. and he was up in front, surrounded by bad guys,
Fuck.
just getting missiles shot by him, being told, it's like, hey, if you hear another missile, just run to the back of this bunker, and hopefully it doesn't hit. It was the one time
I
he
love
was actually like, I f***ed up. I truly f***ed up. I'm probably going to die. I was like, they didn't tell you that? He's like, no, until I got there. And then interpreter's like, oh yeah, we're in a really bad spot, by the way.
Dude, jammers right now are like force fields in Star Wars. I mean, they're literally the
Yeah.
equivalent. Like, if the force field goes down,
Yeah, they kind of are.
shit has gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, they kind of are. Holy fuck. My God. That was a whole bunch of thanks. I hate it.